Hello everybody, welcome back to the Suikoden 4 walkthrough. I apologize for the continuity of this video. I kind of wanted to just show you guys right now what you can get from the Angel Hairball. These are not particularly easy to beat unless you're fairly leveled, but you can with a little bit of persistence and I guess the right setup. Mizuki, you know, I would not have brought her with unless I had already planned on recruiting Kate. So really, this video is really just a continuation of it was like two videos ago where I did the trip to Iluya Island and we recruited Kate and Isaac, as well as raided the treasure chests here. But I took the footage of this fight. This is the one in like the first zone, I guess I would call it, or like the upper area of Iluya. And this is the one that's gonna drop the Guardian Garb, I believe. And I don't know for sure. A good bestiary would be nice. But if I remember right, I got a giant bird feather, I believe, as a reward for beating this, just from the drop. I guess basically how it works is, the enemy can drop an item and then the treasure chest actually has another item in it, and the enemy, again, has the giant bird feather. I really thought that these things could also drop like Stone of Speeds or something like that, but if you don't get it, I would not recommend trying to farm these things because, unless you really like the pain, because these things are not exactly easy to beat. So, unless you're crazy, like really over leveled or something, and these things are just a walk in the park for you, I guess I wouldn't recommend, farming them for those items. But, if you feel like you want to do that, then by all means, go right ahead. But this should be the kill shot. Boom. And that should be yep. So got the giant bird's feather as a drop, and then here from the chest, got the Guardian's Garb. Now there is another Angel Hairball down in the second area of Iluya, and that is gonna have the hero armor. So it's the same exact fight, same exact health, all that stuff. So, and here I just took some quick footage of handing over the. I just handed over the golden hammer to Adrian, and I leveled my main character's weapon all the way up to 16. So, again, I just assume that means the rest of the walkthrough. I'm gonna be hitting pretty hard. So we'll see how it all ends up. But I took Mitsuba's up a little bit because I always take her. Like I said in a few of the videos, she ends up in my party of 4, I guess the final party. I don't know if you want to say it quite like that, but and then here I just have footage, so you can see exactly in the story where I had it at already, because this is actually my first meeting with Mao, and so this was way earlier than some of the other footage that I had. But here we're gonna make a jump finally back to the actual playthrough, and this is basically the final playthrough. So from here on out, this will all be, I guess, my second playthrough's footage, where again I had the golden hammer super early and all of that good. All that good business. So we're gonna pick it up right here. But we are obviously, we have fled Obel as far as story wise. Iluya and all the treasure hunting and stuff, that's all optional stuff. But as far as actual storyline and progression, here I just teleport to, what was this, Lime Shelf Island, I believe. And then I just departed, because I believe that's the closest that you can get to where we need to be. And yeah, so we need to be at the Nest of Pirates. So I just, like I said, I I teleported right to Lime Shelf Island because it's a pretty quick. You know, I had already discovered it, or the Lime Shelf Island anyway, and you know, did quite a bit of treasure hunting. And here you can see, so I've got the slash orb equipped, and I've already out-leveled, you know, this stuff by quite a bit. I see my characters are 47-ish, so I've spent a bit of time leveling out on the sea and in the outer sea areas because those areas have higher level monsters, and so that's why my character's levels jumped up a bit. Unicorn's horn. Those are pretty good crafting materials there. I did not realize that those dropped those. But they're fairly rare, and makes them okay gear, if I remember right. And then here, I don't know, these just look like regular crabs from the deserted island, so I don't think that these things are very what am I trying to say? I don't think that they're very important, I guess, or worthwhile. So they're the main character. I don't know, it looks so like his sword's turned from like a rusty brown color to more darker or black, almost straight black. Maybe straight black's not a real thing, I don't think. What would it be? Trying to think of the right word. Flat black, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, probably not important. So it looks like Mitsuba there sure looks like she's got either the Fury Rune, which I don't think is right. That can't be right, actually, because I think I would have to do quite a bit more leveling in order to get that. So I believe that is the whatchamacallit, the Ogre set, which is pretty fantastic. That set is really nice. It puts your character in the, I think it's called like the Fury status or something like that, and it really boosts their outgoing damage. I vaguely want to say that they take in like more incoming damage though, so I guess maybe be aware of that. Trying to think of where I was going though. So it looks like I deviated from. Oh, maybe I accidentally hit the button. Yeah, it looks like I accidentally started going up north, or maybe I purposefully was going up there for something and decided to come back to where I was supposed to be going. Boy, these fights are pretty boring, huh? There's not much to them when you're super over leveled. I guess that's how it goes, though. There is one more island close to the Nest of Pirates here. I don't know if I'm actually on it or not. Maybe is that it right there? Yeah, this is a different island, so we'll eventually come here. So there's Hermitage Harbor, and I think I just stopped in here just so that I could get the teleport. Because again, like I said, so we'll be here eventually. I don't know that it's worth even really venturing forth in there and, you know, I guess exploring at all. I don't think that there was any, you know, treasures that were like must-haves. I think we pretty much got all the good stuff from treasure hunting, because there's obviously a lot of really good treasures in the game, and it's, you know, unfortunately it's mostly from treasure hunting. So if you don't like treasure hunting or aren't very good at it, well, that's too bad, actually, because like I said, there's some really good stuff. But here's where we need to be, and we should be triggering a scene here pretty soon when we go to actually enter into the Pirate's Nest, I believe is the name of this area on the map. And we will be progressing the story at least a little bit, finally. I don't know why I keep using the mirror. I guess maybe to save or something. Oh, okay. Looks like I'm gonna check on the net. It's probably not a bad idea. All right, let's see what we get. Nothing. Okay. There is a treasure outside the Pirate's Nest that you're gonna want to get. It's the Pirate King's. It's one of the Pirate King pieces, and I can't remember if it's like the boots or the gloves or the hat or whatever it was. I can't remember. No, actually, it shouldn't be the crown, right? Because didn't we get that from the library, or the lottery? So again, I don't remember exactly which piece it was, but hopefully I've got some footage somewhere. I know I've got a lot of different footage of my my net fishing rewards that I'll be probably throwing all into the same video. I believe I just took a little footage of what I got and where I was at, so I suppose we'll probably get there when we get there. But here's the little scene. We're getting, what is it, escorted
now,
into the
please come inside.
The nest of pirates here. And here there's you're gonna want to probably just talk to the different NPCs here. For one thing, this guy right here has a bargain item, and I want to say it's the double strike rune or something like that, and that's pretty decent. Hopefully I've got some footage of that somewhere too that I'll have to toss in somewhere. But that, and then on top of that, now here we've got a blacksmith, and this guy will take your weapons up probably at least a little bit higher than what you normally could, if I remember right. Maybe that's to like level 8 or something, or actually it might even be a little bit higher. I don't remember. Unfortunately, like I said, so I already had the golden hammer at this point, so it didn't really matter. But pirate bracers, okay. And those are the pirate brace. So there's two different sets. There's the pirate set, and then there's the pirate king set. And it looks like, so that one's just the regular. That's just the regular pirate set. So nothing real fancy. And I don't know, that set never really stood out to me as being all that great. That being said, though, so one of the things I guess I haven't mentioned quite yet is that most of the sets in this game have like a little hidden bonus, and again, most of them are just kind of, I don't know, they don't really stand out to me by much, but that ogre set for sure is pretty fantastic. I love that it puts your character in the whatever it is, the rage status or whatever, so it really boosts up can really boost up your physical attack rating and the damage that you do. So and then there is a rune that we'll get later. Oh, there's a treasure map there that you're going to want to grab. But there's a rune later on that'll do the same thing, and you get that through the training hall, which unfortunately is pretty tough to get. So it'll be a while before we actually get there. Who do you think you're talking to? Oh, I don't know.
Have a seat.
All right. So here, I guess I did a little exploring around the pirate area, and then
been a while.
Gonna sit down to actually keep going with the story. You need to interact with Kika.
If it was Scarlet Moon or Gaian, I could understand, but
they can't take others like Gaian head on. I presume their first move will be to colonize the islands to the south.
the king is pretty right on. He just assumes that they're gonna work their way south, and
company also bothers me.
the Kuluk that is,
Activities just don't add up. I'm
and
thinking the two might be
basically
related
just
somehow.
take over.
Cray Trading Company.
We've been letting those maggots have their way far too often.
All right.
But if they've joined forces with Kuluk, Cray Trading Company will be impossible to take on by ourselves.
So how about
All right. So the worry is that
join forces and take them on?
it sounds like the pirates have been
Does he know
kind
who
of
he's
fighting
talking
back.
to? We're pirates.
Specifically with the Cray Trading Company, but they're saying, basically if they were to join their forces, there's no way that they could stop them on their own. So we are going to join forces here.
Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt.
Which obviously is a pretty good strategy.
So, he'll be the one in command of your ship, am I right?
Yep, that's right.
Yep, that's right.
In command, even over the king.
Well, you're not the first person to notice that, but
It is a little odd, right?
The captain has absolute command, Dario. You should know that.
I don't know.
I suppose
Seems odd to
that
me.
For the sake of a common goal, I will place my trust in you.
For the sake
Let
of a
us fight
common goal,
together.
I will place my trust in you. Alright. So there we go. We have successfully recruited the pirates. And unfortunately, I mean, with all the people here, you'd think you'd be getting a lot more, but what was that? 5 recruits? Kika, Harvey, Sigurd, Dario, and Nalio, was it? So, yeah, well. I guess 5 is a lot to get all at once. So I shouldn't really be complaining. Not that I am, and Kika is insane. I believe I mentioned it in one of the other videos, but she definitely ends up in my final party, just because, well, a couple of reasons. She's pretty strong. There we go. We got a treasure map and an ocean rune piece. It's always a good pickup. So you're definitely going to want to make a stop in here. So she's got the, like I said, physically pretty powerful, and then she's got the Falcon rune, which is always, it always seems to be really good in all the Suikoden games. And then on top of that, she's got the combine attack with the hero, and that's kind of it's a pretty good multi-target attack. So if you're coming up against multiple mobs, that's a really great attack to have at your disposal. And here is Phil. Phil is like your crew's tailor. So there's basically 2 ways to make armor in the game, and one is through Adrienne, and the different items that you can make with her are dependent on which hammer she has. So now that I have the golden hammer, I'll be able to make everything. Phil, on the other hand, basically the stuff that Adrienne doesn't make, Phil makes, but he works in a little different way. The things that he makes is dependent on your stars of destiny. So the more stars of destiny that you have, the more items that he will be able to make for you. So that is going to bring this video to a close, though. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. But I hope the guides are helpful, and hope you keep watching.